Well, many people fear crime or being an innocent bystander when something happens. We've seen it in Columbus. A woman was struck during a shooting incident that later involved a police officer firing his weapon.
The possibility was also there when the shooting occurred in the mall parking lot on Thursday. WCBI's Victoria Bailey talks with a self-defense instructor about ways to keep you from becoming an innocent victim. She joins us live with more.
That's right, guys. Becoming a victim can happen just walking through the store parking lot or standing outside of a restaurant. It's rare and doesn't happen every day, but there are steps you can take to protect yourself and your family should you feel threatened or hear a violent situation erupting.
It's about you saying, hey, I'm preparing myself that it is possible and plausible that I could be a victim of violent crime today or tomorrow or tonight.
A walk through the grocery store is a regular errand for most people. But what if something went wrong? Where would you go? What would you do?
I always look behind me. I look in front of me. I always, move kind of fast. Whatever I have to do, I go in there and do what I got to do. I make sure I keep my clothes, my coats, and my money and my purse in front of me at all times.
Statistically, 1 out of every 30 people will be victims of a violent crime.
Can you talk a little bit about the importance of situational awareness?
Gunco Tactical Response Instructor Calvin Lim says there are ways of cutting down your risk of getting caught in the crossfire of a gunfight.
You need to just kind of be aware of what you're doing, who's around you, and what do you plan on doing here. So if you're here, say at the mall, or you're here buying groceries, be aware, like I'm going to go from my car to here, who's around me. Is anybody here who's suspicious, who doesn't need to be around here? Look like you belong there. Look like you have a sense of purpose.
But Columbus resident Diana Coleman says it's not as easy as it sounds.
You can't really be prepared for that because you got your mind on what you're doing. I'm sitting here, I'm shopping, but when is that man gonna jump on me? No, it ain't like that. So you just really got your mind on what you're doing at that moment. And the person that's gonna get you got their mind on you.
Lim uses 3 pieces of advice to give his students.
Like if you're not involved, avoidance, de-escalation, and deterrence are your 3 main things you should look toward. The best way to avoid something is to be aware and to see it, hopefully, before it happens, and you can avoid the problem.
Now, for more tips and information on situational awareness, visit WCBI.com. But for now, reporting in Columbus, I'm Victoria Bailey, WCBI News.